Hey everyone, welcome back to a new video. My name is Jay Patel, and today in this video I'll be talking about the general availability of GitHub Copilot harness in Copilot Studio. So as you can see on my screen, we have the home screen of the new Copilot Studio experience, and here you can see the option of creating an agent and workflow. But the interesting part is that now you can see this option of GitHub Copilot as well, which is enabled here. So now all our agents and workflows are going to use GitHub Copilot for their reasoning. And yeah, here also you can see that it is now going to use the Copilot credits for the agents and workflows which we are going to build. If you want to build the standard agents, you can see this option of other ways to build. Once you click on that, you'll be able to see that you can create the standard agents and agent flows from here. And once you click on them, you'll be forwarded to the old Copilot Studio experience from where you can create these agents. When I go to the agents section here, you'll be able to see that we have this column of powered by, where it is showing me that whether it is powered by GitHub Copilot or whether it's a standard agent. So all the agent which you're going to create in your new Copilot Studio experience, they will be they'll be powered by GitHub Copilot, and rest of them are the standard ones. And you can also see that existing agents which are powered by GitHub Copilot are now going to transition to the credit pricing. The agents which were created before 3rd August will remain on the current pricing model until September 1, and then they're also going to transition to credit pricing. So now I have a PowerPoint presentation through which I'm gonna, lead you through the experience of understanding these capabilities in a better way. So the GitHub Copilot harness is now generally available, which is reasoning heavy agents and workflows built for complex and real world business processes. So these are the kind of workflows and agents you can build with the help of the GitHub Copilot harness in Copilot Studio. But before moving forward to understanding what exactly GitHub Copilot harness is, let's understand the fundamental definition of what is a harness. A harness is the runtime that sits between how you design an agent or workflow and the model that powers its reasoning. It decides when to call the model, what to send it, and how to act on what comes back. So if this is your design and this is your AI model, harness is the middle layer. It decides when to call the model, chooses what context and tools to send, and it interprets outputs and triggers action. And this GitHub Copilot harness is the strongest one which you have for your Copilot Studio agents which you're going to build. Let's see. These are the three harnesses which we have right now. We have GitHub Copilot harness now, we have standard harness, and then we have the Copilot Chat harness. Now, GitHub Copilot harness is the most powerful one, where it will be providing you reasoning heavy multi-step business processes, while standard harness is for your standard agents which you already used to build in your old Copilot Studio experience, which is heavily rule-based agents and structured repeatable conversations. So these are the cases where it will be useful. And then we have the Copilot Chat harness, which extends our Microsoft 365 Copilot Chat with enterprise knowledge. If you want to see this thing in a better way, I can. So here, if you see, you can check this thing from this particular Microsoft blog. The link is provided in the description. So GitHub Copilot harness is the most capable option, which is built for reasoning heavy agents and workflows that need to complete complex business processes, while standard harness is a dependable option for rule-based agents and structured repeatable workflows or conversations. And Copilot Chat harness is for extending Microsoft 365 Copilot Chat. It connects your enterprise knowledge to M365 Copilot Chat, so employees get answers grounded in your content without leaving their everyday experience. So if you see from all three of them, GitHub Copilot Harness is the one when your agent needs to reason through longer tasks, work across several tools, and handle files to automate a real business process end to end. Right? If you talk about use cases, it natively creates and edits Word, Excel, PowerPoint, and PDF files, supports skills and memory, and runs each task in a secure sandbox governed by Copilot Studio. Let's see all the things as we move forward. So Now it is generally available because after 2 months in preview, the capability once known internally is now production ready under its new name, the GitHub Copilot Harness in Copilot Studio. It brings the coding and reasoning capabilities behind Copilot's most advanced experiences, which is Copilot Cowork and the GitHub Copilot Coding Agent, directly into Copilot Studio. Agents can now take on work that used to be out of reach, processes with many steps, many sources, and ambiguous decision points. Key capabilities: planning and reason, agentic loop, skills and memory, MCP and connected agents, native file creation, and secure sandbox. We're going to be talking about all these capabilities in the future videos. We'll be able to understand these things in a much more better way. But yes, these are the key capabilities which are there. Then let's talk about the frontier reasoning models, which are Opus 5, GPT 5.6, and Fable 5. So these are the different frontier reasoning models. Then let's talk about the redesigned maker experience here. So you can see that now we have a more intuitive agent designer, which is built around one life cycle from first draft to production. We have build, which is for configuring identity, knowledge, tools, skills, and model. Then we have preview, where you can test the agent interactively in real time. Then we have evaluate, where you can run test sets to measure response quality. And then we have monitor, where you can track tasks, files touched, and activity after launch. So these are the things which you have. Let me just show you by clicking on this new agent option. You'll be able to see all these things. So here we have build, preview, evaluate, and monitor. And here you can change your models from here. And here you can add skills, tools, knowledge, connected agents, memory, all these things. Let's move forward. So which harness should you choose? GitHub Copilot is best for complex multi-step processes, while the standard one is good for rule-based, well-defined scenarios, and Copilot Chat is for grounding M365 Copilot in your data. How it works: then GitHub Copilot reasons through a goal step by step. Standard follows the topics and rules you define. Copilot Chat connects knowledge to M365 Copilot Chat. When we talk about handling files, GitHub Copilot handles Words, Excels, PowerPoint, PDF natively, and for standard and Copilot Chat, this is not a focus. If we talk about the billing, GitHub Copilot is on Copilot credits. Standard one is having existing Copilot Studio licensing, and for the Copilot Chat, you have consumption or M365 Copilot license. If we talk about the key takeaways here, we can see that now the GitHub Copilot harness is now generally available. It is purpose built for complex multi-step, multi-tool business processes, adds frontier model reasoning, skills, memory, and native file creation, and it is built through Copilot credits on a usage-based model. Let me take you back to the articles now. You can see these articles. I have put the link of these articles in the description box. You can just go and read in more detail if you're interested. So this is the thing which you have to understand, that Copilot Chat harness, which uses the same harness as Microsoft 365 Chat and is ideal for customizing Copilot Chat experience. So this is about the Copilot Chat. When we talk about the standard harness, which most agents built in Copilot Studio use today and is great for conversational agents with rule-based topics. While when we talk about the new GitHub Copilot harness, which uses the power of GitHub Copilot SDK, and it is used to automate complex agentic business processes. So the answer is very clear that what is going to be the future. With the help of the GitHub Copilot harness, now your agents are going to be focusing on more like automating more complex and agentic business processes. They are going to have more and more capabilities in reasoning as well. They are going to be more smart as earlier. So this is the thing. Then let's talk about the some of the key things which we've already talked about, like what is exactly GitHub Copilot harness. It is built on an enhanced orchestration runtime that replaces the standard model used in Copilot Studio's standard harness agents. Instead of authoring explicit conversation topics, flows, and branching logic, you describe your agent in natural language and the system generates the underlying configuration. So as we'll move forward, I'll be creating more videos with on these topics, so you'll be able to understand these things in a much more better way. Agents powered by the GitHub Copilot harness are available alongside agents using the standard harness. So as we have just seen, like when we were able to see the list of agents, a few agents were powered by GitHub Copilot, all the ones which you have created in the new Copilot Studio experience, and we were also able to see them along the standard harness agents. So you choose which harness to use when you create a new agent, because now we have got an option, right, from where you can decide while creating on the home page itself that whether you want to go and start building the standard agents, or you want to build your GitHub Copilot harness agent. You choose which harness to use when you create a new agent. Agents created with the GitHub Copilot harness can't be transferred to the standard harness and vice versa. So it's very important to understand this difference as well, that once you have created an agent using GitHub Copilot harness, you won't be able to transfer it to the standard harness. And the same thing, the reverse thing also applies, right? So you can go through these articles, you can understand more about the GitHub Copilot harness, and if you have any questions, you can just drop those questions into the description box. And this is a comparison table which you have just seen in the slides as well, between three different harness models which we have right now, and from these three models, the GitHub Copilot harness is the most powerful one which we have. All right, so I hope that this video helped you get in good understanding, and if that's the case, then please make sure then you like this video and subscribe to this channel. Thank you so much.